weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Offense coming out here for the first time, and we get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his third season in the National Football League.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 10 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Murray now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And Rondale Moore, a 2nd-round pick from Purdue, only 5'7", 181, may have prevented him from going in the 1st round. But what a cerebral player, a great competitor, and his run after the catch, as impressive as anyone had in the draft. Nice catch there, picks up a 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Murray going to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the side.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Jakeem Grant now to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. They'll be led by a 3-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this.
And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together. Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. Murray giving to Connor on the option. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. To throw is Murray. Green's got it over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Boy, these defenses in the AFC North, they probably thought that they were done with A.J. Green. They saw him beat them up for a better part of a decade when he was a Cincinnati Bengal. And now they play him again here as he's an Arizona Cardinal. Play fake. Murray. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now. And that is incomplete. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. On play action, it's Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 6 catches, 117 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
On the right side, caught by Green. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Here comes Grant on the return. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 2nd down and 3. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff, now Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Murray. He finds Hopkins complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They plan on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. So lightning has struck twice. Matt Prater extends his NFL record with another absolute bomb of a field goal.
And to think he's been an underrated kicker during his career. But this is how you cement a legacy. My goodness, to do it again? That's pretty darn unbelievable.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Still fighting for more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. Once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here. Watson off play action. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Moore now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. A.J. Green makes a nice catch for a first down wearing that familiar number 18. But the uniform, a little bit unfamiliar. He did spend 9 seasons in Cincinnati, was their second all-time leading receiver behind Chad Johnson before heading out west to join the Cardinals.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 40 now on second down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now Nick Chubb gets set for their next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And how about this, a fake? And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, let's head cross-country to D.C. to check out the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Antonio Gibson, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. In that game, all square, they take on the visiting Cowboys. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. 7 yards, the pickup there.
From the 29, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. That is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
To the air yet again, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Keeps himself upright. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession of this 2nd half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge is successful. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. That's caught at the 1. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Moore now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Badgley on for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Set to return it, here's Moore. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go, let's go.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Connor on the read option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. Oh, the slant complete to Green.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Murray now on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Moore now to return.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cardinal offense takes back over.
And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Oh, it comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh. And his best year with the Steelers, 2018. Named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup. But with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Conner. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Watson. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll run again with Hunt.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A run for Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The football going back over to Arizona now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray going to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. On the right side, caught by Green. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down are 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And this will be swung out here for Conner. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Green here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now Murray again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moore. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Throwing now is Murray. Finding Green complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Come on, man. Let's go.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Conner. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Eno Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green, because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
That catch good for only a couple. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. To throw, it's Murray. And this will be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A.J. Green. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Running room at the 50. Look out. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.